Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Bearded Respect, number 115. We are back to our old software, so we should not have any
Thank
of our
God.
issues. Other than me
So
having
happy.
the wrong name.
So happy to be back on the old platform.
Yeah, it feels kind of weird. So, Jason, you want to say hi to all these fine people?
Oh, I didn't know if you. A lot of times you have two intros. Like I didn't know if you didn't have.
I already did them.
Oh, both
Yes.
of them.
I ran them back to back.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. E-Rock.
What's up, E-Rock?
Hello there.
Hello,
Becky,
Becky.
Mrs. Bruce City.
Hello,
What's up,
Becky.
Annie?
Even your sounds sound better on this platform.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm not
Jacob.
using Apple tonight.
Oh,
Hey, brother.
Hey, Steven.
Steven, what's up, man?
You're the chief.
Hey.
No way.
John.
You
good to
what?
See ya.
What's up, John?
Hey, John.
Hey, Rich.
What's up, Rich?
Hey, Rich.
Hey, Dynamite.
Hey, Dynamite.
I want to try to say it like old, showing my age here, but from Good Times, Jimmy J.J. Walker used to say, Dynamite. Makes me want
Dynamite.
to say, Dynamite.
Yep. Florida.
Hey, Matt. Good to see you.
What's up, Matt?
How you doing?
There we go. Brandon Merkel. Hey, Brandon.
Welcome.
Hi, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by.
Uh-oh, we got a Coloradian Facebook user.
That is Timer.
Oh,
His name's Timer.
Yep.
Josh McLean. Hey, Josh.
How's it going, Josh? Thanks for stopping in.
Hello.
Any relation to John McLean?
I think that's McCain.
Yeah.
I thought it was McLean. Wasn't
Oh,
it?
Politician?
from
Die
Oh,
Hard.
yeah.
Die Hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Wrong guy.
Oh, you're thinking of the guy that tried to run for president.
Yep.
Yeah, not that McCain.
Yeah, I've been watching that
Yeah.
For All Mankind, and they talk about him in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a good show, isn't it?
Hey, good.
Yeah, I haven't made it through it yet, but I'm getting there.
Devo, what's up, man?
Hey,
Hey,
Devo.
Devo.
Hello.
Yeah, right, E-Rock.
Living in America, down by the river.
Yeah, Don McLean. Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
Jeff Saylor that said that.
No way.
So we have 2 Facebook viewers tonight.
Well, that's cool.
Okay, well, I'm caught up right now.
Okay,
Awesome.
we had a comment here from E that I wanted to Oh, not that comment. Where the heck did it go?
This one.
Oh, here.
Oh, yes.
This one.
This one. This one.
Push it again.
Not me. That's you two. That's you two fighting on that one.
Okay. I did reach out from Dave from Luxurious, and it was right before he was going to be on Cruz's show, and he said he'd get back to me, and I haven't heard back from him yet. Jay from Elite is normally working during our show, but he was going to try and work something out maybe in the May time frame. He's still working on it.
There you go.
We got you, E. We
But
heard
yes,
you.
and I even told Jay that someone on our show has been requesting that he come on. Because I said, well, maybe we could do a special show on another day that you don't work. So we're trying to figure it all out. But we do have a show with Fetty Says coming up.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Skull and Cross Beans tonight.
You're really liking that company, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Veteran owned out of California. Free shipping.
Cool.
Very good coffee.
So with
All
that,
right.
should we bring our guest on? We
Yeah,
nothing else?
Let's bring Buck on. What's up, Buck?
Just another day in paradise.
Yeah. What part of paradise do you live in?
I am out in central Utah, more
Central
specifically
Utah.
the booming metropolis of Delta, population 2,500. So
All right. That's awesome. That's my kind of town. So
Did we drive through there on the way to Jackson Hole, Mike?
did
Not
we?
Utah.
No.
Did we pass? No, we didn't pass.
We didn't go
No,
through
no,
Utah.
Oh, wait, Utah. I'm thinking, never mind.
That was Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking never mind.
I think I've driven through Delta before, though, to get to Vegas.
probably driven past it.
Yeah, not through it,
Yeah.
but maybe by it. So I just want to kind of give like a little bit of introduction to Buck. I met Buck a couple of years ago on Instagram. Funny enough, that's how I know him. And we kind of met through just following a similar page, a page called Save Our Six. And eventually just kind of like became friends on Instagram. And we actually met in person in Vegas at one point a couple of years ago.
About a year and a half ago, yeah.
Yeah, year and a half ago.
You're about to have to change that IG handle. But
What's that?
you're
Yeah.
about to have to change that IG handle that you just put up. That was one of the things I was going to announce later on the show.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, yes, I met in Vegas, and we kind of hang out with some friends of our mutual friends of ours, and then just kind of kept in touch over the years. And now Buck is kind of changing career paths, so I thought it'd be a good idea to get him on and just like get to know everyone. So we'll head into the 5 questions. Scott, do you have that, or just go into it?
Just 1 second.
Oh, okay. It's very important to play this. There we go. All right, we got to see it twice.
Nice.
Oh, you got to see it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah. You played it twice. So, Buck, why don't you tell us like kind of like your background, like a short synopsis of.
No, wait, whoa, wait a minute. Not to interrupt you, but that's not normally the first question.
I can't believe I forgot the first question.
Okay.
I'm a little
Okay.
like flustered. I but like I just walked into this stream, so my thinking isn't straight. I thank you, Jason. Thank you. So to continue the streak, tell us your favorite toy as a child. What was that one toy that you played with all the time?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good God, that's a long time ago.
You're the youngest one on screen. Don't even say that.
At least by a couple years. This is gonna sound a little cliche, but I think I had a Fisher Price toy camera.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I remember that one, like the long one. It was like a long,
Yeah.
thin one
Mhm.
with a little
Yep.
light on the top.
Yep.
I remember that. Fisher Price.
There's the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah. I grew up near Fisher Price, like the factory. It's in Buffalo. So,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Interesting.
So, okay, now let's kind of get into like a little bit of your history. Like, you know, I'll spill it now. You're a veteran. So start
Yep.
from there.
Served 6 years active duty in the Air Force. Was attached to the Air Force Special Operations Command. Maintained C-130 gunships. So that was a pretty cool gig. Worked for a couple years as a civilian contractor. Moved around to a couple of different foreign countries. Standard post-military stuff for guys from our era. After that, took a break from traveling. Did automotive commercial retail sales for a while, and been in construction for about the last 7-8 years. So,
Okay.
as the day job. So
What, like, any particular like field in construction, like specialty?
yeah, I am an industrial electrician. So if anybody's got gripes and complaints about America's power grid, I do build power plants. You can blame it on me.
Oh, okay. And then aside from construction, what do you like to do? Like, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Spare time primarily now consists of either hitting the gym or driving out into this expansive desert that I live in, and taking pictures of whatever catches my eye.
Yeah. Now, are you from Utah originally?
No, I'm actually from South Louisiana. Although to hear me talk, you'd never know it. So,
He's from Louisiana.
Yeah.
what
I
part?
grew up down there. Baton Rouge.
Oh, Sam. Oh, wow. I'm from Port Vincent. So,
Cool.
Cool. And we got a
Actually knows-
couple.
Yeah, I haven't
Couple
seen
of-
them tonight, but they're normally in here.
Yeah, I think he's got practice, probably baseball practice or something.
Yeah.
Usually. So, what brought you out to Utah? Like, how'd you end up there, Louisiana?
Well, I went back on the road doing construction work in January of 21, I think, if I recall correctly. Took a job down in Cameron Parish, built a natural gas plant there, transferred up to Virginia. I was there for about 9 months, and then I got a phone call from an old construction manager friend who said, "Hey, I know it's in the middle of nowhere, but I've got a job for you. Come on out." And so I did. And probably the best decision I'd ever made. I regret having not moved out west as a younger man.
Because of this, like the atmosphere, like seeing the environment, or
It's just where I'm from, where I'm used to living, hot, humid, flat.
wow.
Out here,
Dangerous.
the elevation, the lack of humidity.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And just the expansive beauty that there is out here. It's unlike anything I'd ever seen. Driving across country to get out here was insane once I got west of Texas. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about Wyoming is just the vastness, the mountains, the dryness, the elevation.
Right.
In fact, like
Yeah,
when I look at your pictures, I could like either guess it's Wyoming or Utah. Like they look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Utah's prettier, but
Can I show some of those pictures quick?
yeah,
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
see them.
So the ones he sent me. Oh,
Very
them are.
cool.
Wanted to make sure everyone could see that because it for some reason the video is not showing on my screen.
Oh, it didn't show on your screen?
It did. I didn't. I didn't see it either. I just seen that goofy background.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the entire video.
Well, long as everybody else saw it.
Did you see it, Buck?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. It's because we're using Apple. You two aren't.
For the night.
That would do it.
Maybe.
At least I'm thinking Buck still has his Apple.
Yeah, well, I'm actually on my iPad. So
Okay. It's kind of funny. There's a group of us that ganged up on Buck and convinced him to switch to Apple.
mhm.
So there's still hope for you, Jason.
No. So peer pressure, just like you did to Facebook to
Yep.
me.
That's how we got Jason on Facebook, was peer pressure. We actually had a petition signed by 100 people to get Jason onto Facebook.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I just got on there and yeah. It showed up for everybody,
Yeah.
so at least yeah.
What's up, Sarah?
Murderer.
So
Okay.
use a special type of camera, a little bit more sophisticated than the Fisher Price camera for those pictures.
These days, yes, I do. I shot with a crop frame sensor DSLR for years, and about a month and a half ago, I upgraded to a full frame. Spent more money than I care to admit on a handful of really nice lenses, and just the quality of the photos that I'm churning out now. It's changed drastically. Also do a little bit of work with a 35mm film. I've got a Canon AE1 that my dad bought brand new, I think in 1980. So it's fun to shoot with. It still takes great pictures for what it is. You know, those are less for public consumption and more for just, you know, personal fun.
Mm-hmm. So with the older camera, like how do you develop that?
I've got a lab about an hour and a half north. They do digital scans, Dropbox everything to me, so it's still coming across in digital media. But yeah, still, it's just the uniquely beautiful flawedness of the film pictures is just, it's unreal. So
Yeah.
Very cool. Before we get into kind of like more about your photography and transition,
if you hear,
what's that? Oh,
said if you hear any snoring, it's the dog.
oh,
Oh, that's normal for us.
yeah. Actually, you might even have similar dogs, I think.
Yes.
Jason, what is Clementine?
English Bulldog.
Okay. Buck, is that?
Addie's, she's a Staffy bull, so
Oh,
Close.
Okay.
Close.
Yeah.
Cousins.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we kind of get more into the photography and what you're kind of going through right now, one thing I do want to comment on is, which I think is unique and pretty cool. Like some people may not think it's that cool, or even you may not even think it's that cool, but you kind of like had like a nomadic life for the last, I don't know how long, but you know, kind of living where you drive, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. It's very much been the gypsy lifestyle. You know, wherever my dog and camper is where I'm home.
So yeah, like your home is a camper, right? For
Yep.
how long you been
Yep.
doing that for?
Since January 21. So
Okay.
yeah, a little
So
over 3 years now.
yeah, 3 years. Okay. Okay. Seems longer. Like I feel like I've known you longer. It seems like a longer period of time than it
Yeah,
really is.
absolutely it does. It's because we're
But
getting older. So
yeah. I just think it'd be cool to live that minimalist lifestyle, you know. It is nice to have like a big home with a bunch of crap in it, but it'd also be cool to have that kind of lifestyle where you don't have all that crap. You just
yeah,
got
actually,
what you
I
need.
sold the last piece of property I had in Louisiana back in December. So
Yeah.
I have no official home of record. It's literally wherever I decide to park.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
No property taxes.
Nope.
Yeah.
so you don't have a permanent like lot or
Nope. I'm currently living in just a little trailer hood that my company set up for the people on the project to live in. So
oh,
Mm.
that's cool.
Oh, you're still doing that work.
Yeah.
The electricity.
for the time being.
Okay.
So yeah, what are you considering your career path to go into now? Like you kind of made an announcement on IG, and which kind of like spurred bringing you on here. Kind of tell us about that and the process that's gone into it.
I've been an electrician of some manner or another for a very, very long time. It's like I said in the IG post, construction has served me very well, especially with the position that I'm in now. I definitely cannot complain about the paychecks, but um, as I've gotten older and calmed down, uh, it just doesn't. And then there's some other factors involved right now as well. I recently took a psychedelic journey, and kind of just blew my mind wide open. It's got me seeing things in a different light, and the expectations of the job, certain behavioral patterns that they want out of supervision, things of that nature. It's just it doesn't suit me anymore. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I hate to say it, the construction world is very, very ugly. A lot of people are very mean. It's very, very much a rat race, every man for himself, and too old and now too open-minded for that. So I
Okay.
figure I would take the one thing that I love doing in my spare time aside from hitting the gym, because it's hard to find people to pay you to work out. But
Yeah.
people will pay for quality photographs. So the ultimate goal by the end of this calendar year is to be debt free and to start that journey for good.
Okay.
Cool.
Very cool. So what?
Well, not to interrupt,
No, go ahead.
but to kind of go, have you sold photos now? I mean, do you do gallery things or?
That is what I'm working up to. I have sold a few select prints to family and friends, but I'm in the middle of launching a website. The website's officially live. I don't have a lot posted to it yet. Work schedule this week has just been insane. But yeah, gonna attempt to get into some of the galleries here in the Provo, Orem, Salt Lake City area, and expand out from there.
And you're used to traveling, so I'm sure you'll do some traveling to different places to get different photos. You're going to be the next Ansel Adams, right?
Not the first time I have heard that. It is absolute. Those are some massive shoes that I would have to fill. But
Yeah.
to not necessarily just that level of notoriety, but God, his work was just so amazing.
Yeah.
In the photography space, Ansel Adams is probably my only hero. Especially his series in Yosemite, just phenomenal.
Mhm.
I
But
miss seeing those like cards, stationary cards at the store with his work on it. Like
Mhm.
they don't do that anymore. They don't sell those anymore. I
No,
remember
they
them
don't.
as
They
when I
don't.
was younger, like when they used to have those.
Where you used to go into almost every building and see his photographs on the wall.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That would be ultimate goal for me at this point.
So tell us more about this experience that you had. Like what led to that? Was this like a controlled environment? Was it just on your own? Tell us more. If you
Definitely.
feel comfortable.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna get into the ugly parts of it because there were.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely.
But anyone who's been down that path knows, because unfortunately the plants don't give you what you want; they give you what you need. Um, you know, taught me a great deal about myself, but I was in a very emotionally and mentally unstable state. This was Christmas Day of just this past year, and I was kind of looking, in all honesty, for just a complete and total break from reality. So I ingested 10 grams of mushrooms and went along for one hell of a ride. Peaked for about 7 hours. Long story short, died. Spent about 5 hours in my own personal hell, and came out the other side just completely changed. I hired a psychedelic integration coach by the name of Phil Sussman. Runs a St. Pete psychedelic integration. I've been working with him since about mid-January, and just after so many years of drowning in darkness, just mental health issues, relationship problems, things of that nature. Um, there's a light there now, and at the end of the tunnel, it's not an oncoming train. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the, I am on the path that I am supposed to be finally, and would not change the experience if even if I had the choice to.
So I think that's really cool that you have a coach for this as well,
Mhm.
to kind of go through this process. And it in my field, I've looked at the research involved with it, and hopefully this is something that will be available to more people. But that is one of the important parts, is having that counselor, that therapist or coach there to
Mhm.
guide you through the experience, as opposed to doing it alone,
Yeah,
which could be
absolutely.
dangerous, which could be
Well,
dangerous.
and the first 2 weeks after I took the journey, it was rough, really really rough. There was so much that I was unable to unpack on my own, um, and I had to reach out for help, and I'm very very glad that I did.
Yeah. I'm glad it was available.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that you found that. And I think I saw that there's a bill they're trying to pass for psilocybin in Utah. I think I
It just passed.
saw.
It goes
Oh,
in,
it just
it goes
passed.
into effect. Yeah, it passed, and it passed very quietly. But psilocybin and MDMA will both be available for medical microdosing in May in
Okay.
Utah. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes for the general public.
So actually, was it a decriminalization of it, or was it?
No, not a
Okay.
decriminalization. It's just legislation that allows certain healthcare networks to prescribe.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Across the border. Yeah. We got some jokesters in here, Buck.
That was good. That was good.
So now you're planning to end your construction career at the end of this year, possibly, if everything falls into place, and take on this full-time photography job, or
Yep.
basically doing what you enjoy, which is amazing. Do you think you'll stay where you are? Are you going to move to like Salt Lake or Beverly Hills or New Jersey? I don't know.
Definitely not California. You know, I've traveled through a couple of communist countries. I don't want to go live in one. But no, I will definitely stay out west. I had considered Colorado just for the legal cannabis. You know,
Mhm.
why the hell not? But I really do. I didn't think that I would fall in love with a tiny town in the middle of the central desert in Utah. It's
Mhm.
just, and there's so much of it that I still have yet to see out here. So I mean, it's all going to depend. You know, I'm
Mhm.
mobile. You know, essentially wherever the wind decides to take me, which is really a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And definitely the three of us got to see a lot of Wyoming when we met and drove all the way across Wyoming to go to Jackson Hole. A lot of wide open spaces.
Yeah, so Wyoming is definitely a beautiful place for you to move to and take pictures, but there's nothing legal here.
Oh, you said there's nothing legal there?
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. There's nothing you can get legal here.
Well, you know,
You're trying to outlaw.
I can pop, you know, I could pop across the border, you know, just, pop across, take some shots, go back to, wherever I need to go
Very
to
true.
get whatever I need. And, as long as I don't bring it across state lines, it's technically not trafficking.
They're trying to make CBD illegal in Wyoming.
Really?
Yeah,
What the hell for? It doesn't even get you high.
I don't know. I have no idea why. They're kind of backwards here in some ways, and then some ways they're like really cool because
Right.
you can basically do anything else. There's like very minimal gun laws. I mean, there's
Right.
Yeah. Southern Utah is beautiful too. You got the Bryce Canyon and
Yeah. I drove through there back late January. I went down to Monument Valley.
yeah.
Drove through all that gorgeous red rock. It's just,
Mhm.
it's so pretty.
Have you been out to the Salt Flats yet?
I have not. I've been waiting for it to warm up.
Yeah.
I can't do wind and cold. Wind I can handle. Combine it with the cold. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a skinny white dude from the south. So
Yeah. I can't. It's called the Bonneville.
yeah,
Bonneville
Bonneville Salt
Flats.
Flats.
Yeah. So I took my boys there, and it's right on the border of Utah and Nevada. So the town is like on the Nevada side,
Mhm.
and the time zone is right there as well. So it's kind of weird. Like we
Nice.
spent the night in a hotel, then like we go across the border, and there's just flats, and time kind of messes me up.
But yeah, I do plan to get up there this summer. So
Yeah, definitely recommend to get there for a sunrise.
yeah.
Yeah. I took some great pictures on my iPhone.
Yeah, you posted some great pictures.
Yeah.
Self-care hangout says pop up to Vermont. We are a bit of a hippie state.
Yeah.
That would be a great state to visit for pictures too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely would.
Especially in the fall.
Yeah. I may or may not have a project coming up with a friend of mine who's a Wim Hof instructor and an endurance athlete. He's doing a 1,200-mile bicycle ride from that region of the country down to Savannah, Georgia.
Wow.
He's asked me.
Wow.
He's asked me to come along and document it for him photographically. So.
Oh wow. Would you ride the bicycle as well?
Oh God, no. No. And if rental car choice is on me, it's gonna have leather heated seats. So.
Ugh. I hate. I don't like the heated seats. I think it's kind of gross sitting on those.
Well, if you haven't showered in a couple of days, sure.
People are allowed to grow and consume psilocybin in Colorado. I didn't know that.
I did not either. Just
wasn't
another
aware of
reason to move.
Brandon, where do you live in Colorado? I think he said that he lives in Colorado. I'm just curious. So yeah, that's pretty awesome feeling to make that decision. I think, like, to kind of go after your dream, and what you enjoy doing, as opposed to being chained to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's there's even though it hasn't even happened yet, there's a fair deal of anxiety around it, because it's a step into the unknown. It could go really well, or I could fall flat on my fucking face. Only time will tell. So, and that's also one of the reasons I've decided. I have a buddy of mine down in the Tampa area who does photography, and we were chit-chatting a little bit, and he was working on a logo for another friend of ours, and he fired off some stuff to me, and I asked him, I was like, do you think it's time for me to rebrand? Because it's been BB3 photography for, God, the better part of a decade now. And what that company was primarily used for in the beginning was a lot of photos of cars, guns, and scantily clad women. Which is all all well and good. There's a place for it all, for everybody. But for me, it's got less of a professional and refined feel to it. So I am actually now rebranding to James Barclay Photography. So full government name. If anything's going to be hanging in a gallery, it'll be under James Buck Barclay as opposed to just Buck Barclay. Social media handles are changing. The website is jamesbarclayphotography.com. So, yeah.
So it'll be
essentially starting new. So,
James Buck Barclay or James Barclay?
the company name is changing to James Barclay. So.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. What was the 3?
I am James Barclay the Third.
Oh, okay. So Buck
Yeah.
Barclay the Third, BB3. Yep. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, big reveal. Ooh,
James
jazz hands, all that good stuff.
Is that IG up yet?
I changed it right before the show.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So it's still the same. You just changed it.
Yeah. Same page, new name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
New name, new kind of content. If I do get back into the other stuff, because the other stuff pays pretty well. If you need to make a quick buck, I will retain the other company name, but I'd like to keep the two separate.
Mm-hmm. So this one is the BB3. It's not the electrician tatted.
Yeah, that is correct.
Right.
Oh
Okay.
God, the longest IG handle ever, according to Rob. The underscore tattooed underscore electrician.
Right. Yeah. So everyone in chat, go follow Buck. He's at 175 followers right now. Let's get him to 200 by the end of the show. That would be so awesome. James Barclay photo.
Right here.
I'll try to put a link in the chat here. Maybe. If I can figure it out. Don't mind me. It's going to take me a minute.
No. I'm not in a rush.
While he's doing that, just to change the subject just a little bit, what do you use beard products? What companies or?
I have not put a product in my beard in quite some time. Just I
Okay.
keep it really short. Standard clean shampoo, sulfate, paraben free, all that good stuff. Chuck a little coconut oil in it on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm out in the heat and the dust, and it's so dry out here. Um, it's hard to maintain. That's also one of the reasons why it's short. So,
Hmm.
I kept it long for a while when I was actually still working in the field and not in supervision. Then ended up hacking it off because it kept getting caught up in the chest buckle of my fall protection harness.
Yeah.
That was always such a pain in the butt. So, but I'm always open to recommendations. So I've got an individual in my life who has fussed at me about taking better care of my skin and my beard. So
Well, if you need any
Well,
recommendations, you can
I'm
just tune in here. We normally always have
Yeah.
somebody on.
I'm a welder by trade, and the other day, I mean, I mostly I like to do TIG welding because there's no sparks. But the other day I was MIG welding a lot of stainless, and my youngest daughter's working with me part time, and she she was on the fork truck coming by me. Her and my brother, they were working on changing a light, and she was lifting them up in the man cage. And I was standing by her trying to, and she's like, "What's that smell?" I said, "I don't know. I don't smell nothing." Well, then later I thought about it. You get a little spark in one of your hairs, it singes it. It smells,
yeah.
So I told her, I says, "Oh," I said, "You were probably smelling burnt beard hairs." What I told her she was smelling, because yeah. I mean, my hood comes down, but there's still probably about this much of my beard out.
Right.
Sometimes I tuck it in my shirt, but yeah.
Well, someone in the chat here would recommend you True North Beard Company.
Okay.
Yeah, True North is a great company. They're out of
Yes.
Maine. They have a wide variety of selection, and we actually had a collab with them a couple weeks ago. There's a Beard to Respect, beard oil, beard butter, and beard balm available.
Nice.
And they have natural soaps too, for washing with. So, for skincare. So, yeah.
Yeah. And of course, there's Educated Beards as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Which is organic, all natural beard oil, no fragrances company, which I think you've tried before.
Yeah, I have ordered a sample pack from them.
Yep.
It's just one of those things that bought it, used it, just never picked it back up.
Yeah.
Life is life, unfortunately.
Well, maybe that other person can, pressure you into maybe taking better care of your skin and hair.
I'm sure.
Thanks, Johnny. That's my
Those are
Educated Beard
cool hats.
Yeah. They are cool. Bayard Beard and Beauty, Beard and Body. They're a new company out of Michigan.
Okay.
We have quite a few
Yeah.
companies that kind of stop in here and say hi, and
Yeah, he said he'll be on in the future. Otherwise, there's what does Juan have? It's a buy one get one deal for the month, I believe it is.
Oh, Anointed
Yeah.
Beard Care.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Might be buy two, get one. I forget. I did.
And I think you can use the respect code for a discount as well.
Yeah,
Emily.
you can
Yeah.
stack them. It's buy two get one free, but with code respect, you'll save yourself like even a little more than that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if anybody's looking to buy some stuff, that's a hell of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely be digging into it, especially as the summer months are starting to approach.
Yeah, the oil, the butter. I mean, even the balm, especially in the work conditions like you're in. I guess some people have like different opinions about this, but I feel like when you're out in the dirt and dust, the balm just kind of helps protect everything.
Mhm.
I mean, the oil is gonna help keep your skin moist so that it doesn't dry out, so there's no itch and stuff like that. So especially in those conditions, I feel like it's important to take care of the skin underneath the beard if you like to have a beard. You know, like it's just kind of like, because the beard does rob your skin of those oils, those natural oils.
Right.
Johnny Z, I have Hemp Wizard Wowie Maui beard oil with True North unsent the Hunter butter. So that's what I got in beard tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, True North was a contractor before he started the True North beard oil business.
Good stuff.
And then Tara is the distractor.
Yeah.
What's up, William?
Hey, William.
I think we were fighting on
Yeah.
that one.
We were. Yeah. Any so you and I were kind of like into this, I guess, sort of veteran organization called Save Our Six. I mean, it was run by a friend of ours who was a veteran, and you know, they had their own podcast which kind of featured veterans and their businesses, and like veteran agencies were, you know, helping with like service animals, stuff like that. But Save Our Six is kind of gone. Is there any similar organizations that you kind of work with or follow that you want to kind of give a shout out to?
Huge shout out to. I've got a great network through. I'm sure most everybody knows who Vincent Rocco Vargas is. He's got Veteran is his apparel company, but Light the Fuse is a men's mental health and wellness group. That's actually how I got hooked up with my integration coach. We had Phil on a call one night, and then I went down my rabbit hole, and I remembered I know somebody that can help me with this. So, but yeah, huge shout out to Vince and all the guys in the Light the Fuse family. Couldn't ask for a more stand-up supportive group of guys there. So,
for those that don't know in our chat, who is Vincent Vargas? Tell us a little bit about him.
Vince Vargas is he's a former 2nd Battalion Ranger, also a former Border Patrol agent. If you've ever seen the TV show Mayans MC, he plays Gilly.
So he's an actor, right? Like
right. Now Vince is an actor, also an author, has a couple of books published. One entitled Light the Fuse, oddly enough, and his newest book, Borderline, is out in Barnes and Noble right now. So Vince, I'm hawking your shit. But yeah, just an all around down to earth good dude, family man, you know, just extremely supportive of everything that I've ventured into since I've met him. So,
and he owns a company called Veteran, right? Apparel,
with
like
a B.
Veteran, yeah, Veteran. Yeah. But it's not only apparel though, like it's a club or
no. Veteran is just the apparel company. The proceeds from that generally go to the Tomorrow Battalion, which is one of his nonprofits. So,
okay. All right. And you're part of the Tomorrow Battalion?
They sponsored me to a retreat last year.
Okay.
Then Light the Fuse is the group that I am a part of. So,
Light the Fuse. Okay.
which can
Now
be
the-
found on Facebook, IG, all those places.
All right, we have a direct question for you.
Ooh.
What would your advice be for first step for a novice photographer learning to use a Canon EOS Rebel T7?
Toss the Canon in the trash, buy a Nikon.
There you go.
As far as digital cameras go, I'm a Nikon shooter. Not familiar with the Canons at all. Hang on, is that mirrorless or is that an SLR? Let me.
That's an SLR,
Google.
I think.
Google might know.
I don't know anything about cameras.
I do just from researching them. Still haven't pulled the trigger on one, but
I'm just happy like phones are cameras now. Honestly.
Yes.
Like
yes.
that makes me
Yes.
very happy. I'm not a photographer, so
And you know, with the Samsung and with the Samsung, you can zoom in and take a picture of the moon's craters and stuff.
That is true.
Can't do that.
That was one reason I was so mad at you guys for bullying me into getting another iPhone. My Galaxy Note 20 took great pictures. But
Oh,
now
that's
Apple
funny.
buys their cameras from Samsung, so it's kind of a toss up. But no, in all, as far as everybody's got their own preference as far as brand of camera. For film cameras, I prefer Canons, but for digital, I've always been a Nikon guy. Best advice I can give you is play with. Don't shoot anything in automatic mode. Throw it in manual. Make your own ISO, shutter speed, aperture adjustments, and figure out what works best for you. Hope that cleared things up. No offense actually meant when I said toss the Canon in the trash.
My other suggestion for Tara would be to maybe talk to Ken from Wisconsin. He had a guy with a show when he was doing content creation stuff who actually, the photographer who uses that specific camera. So that may be a route if you're looking for specifics.
Yeah, YouTube tutorials are. I mean, YouTube is a great resource too for that kind of stuff. Yeah, the S22 Ultra camera is pretty insane. I've got a buddy of mine who has one.
Yeah, I've
always getting
heard
new
they are.
pictures from him. Ooh, drone photography and videos. I thought about it for a while, but it turns out that full frame camera lenses are really expensive, and I cannot afford to get into drones right now.
You're also kind of limited too. Like you can only bring drones to so many places.
Yeah, so some of the places that I go are on tribal land, and you can't even launch them. So
Yeah.
And then a national park, I don't think you can.
No,
Like,
most national parks it's the same thing. People still do it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, I think drones are kind of annoying. Like for someone that's not using it and they're like out hiking or something, and then there's this drone like taking pictures.
Yeah, loud buzz makes you feel like you're being followed because you kind of are.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Like the drone technology is really cool, but
yeah,
at the same time, there's limitations on what you can do with it, and it could be annoying for others.
Well, a lot of them can only go so far.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've seen like these advertisements for like these drones that follow you, like you just to take your Instagram photos. It's like,
right.
I hope I don't see that out in the trail. Like these people with these drones following them.
Yeah, just
yeah.
Be a game of aerial drone whack-a-mole for me.
Yeah. Oh, ghost investigations. Are you into that at all?
I mean, I've seen dead people, if that's what you're asking.
Well, no. But have you taken a picture of something and there appears to be a ghost on that picture that you didn't see when you were taking it?
Every time I've had something like that occur, it's generally something on a mirror or a viewfinder. So, but I've never actually captured any apparitions on film or digital. So,
A viewfinder, like
Like
One of
on
those
the thing you
one of
look
those-
through.
oh wait, no,
I
no,
think
no,
it was
not
like a
that, not
Fisher-
that, not that.
I think that was Fisher
Jeez,
Price too.
Yeah, the view, the viewfinder on the camera itself. Hang on.
Oh,
Where's my damn camera bag? Hang on.
Like I said, I don't know anything about cameras, so I do know about viewfinder or those little discs with the pictures, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember those two.
Well, Jason here has had a ghost in one of his wife's pictures.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
If I find it, I'll send it to you in a DM.
That would be awesome. I would love to see
That's
that.
right. Yeah.
It was out in Gettysburg at a like orphanage thing. My wife and my mother-in-law and the kids were out there. And my youngest one, well, she's 17 now, but she was younger then. She was just not having it, and she was crying. And my mother-in-law was holding her. And if you look right behind them, they're sitting there. My wife took this picture. I find it. I'll send it to you.
Oh, that would be. I would love to see that. Seriously, especially well in a like Civil War battlefield. Yeah, I would expect that 100%.
Yeah,
completely.
Yeah. She took another picture of out in the field where it looked like there was a guy on a horseback. But I didn't get to see that one.
Yeah. Wow, nice dig there, Ken.
Yeah. I think that was for you, Jason.
Flashback. No, I'm not that old, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
We did.
That was the point I was trying to make was drones are annoying if you're not the one in control of it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were last summer. We were out at Gettysburg, and we had both the dogs with us, and they enjoyed it. Walking around the fields and smelling every blade of grass.
Probably
I've
peed
not-
on a few too.
I've never been to Gettysburg. I've always wanted to go. For as long as I
I
lived in
haven't either.
Pennsylvania, I never went there.
I was gonna say when I was in Virginia, it was like an 8-hour drive, and I never made it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You got your bayonet there, Jason?
Ken is fucking killing it over here.
Yeah.
We don't even have the president in chat.
Yeah.
He's normally our dad joke guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Jason, is Clementine? Any news on Clementine?
Yeah, we don't think she took.
Yeah, I kind of figured since we haven't heard anything. But she is alive. We haven't heard her snore yet.
Yeah, well, she's been ever since she was in heat. We kind of put her in Raven's room while Gus was out, and But like if he's in his cage and we let her out, now they're fine to be, because she ain't in heat no more. But he still won't leave her alone, and I don't think she's in the mood to play with him like he wants to play with her. And she'll come out to pee and she'll hang out a little bit or come up here during the day for a little bit with Amanda. But she likes going in that room now because she jumps up on the bed. She stays in there on the bed. So, but yeah, she won't come up here with me anymore. So she kind of got in a different mode, like so. But yeah, and we're debating on, if we're going to try again one more time or go ahead and get her fixed. I don't know. She's only 4. She'll the next time she comes in heat, she'll just be like turning 5. And the guy that we used for stud services last time, he said I'd do it again. He said she's real healthy and stuff. So
Oh God,
yeah, my dad and grandparents, they had Boston Terriers for years. They're a nice little dog.
Chris, you missed the background on our guest.
say, do we have to start over?
This always happens. You get in the second half of the show and people jump in and ask you what we have already talked about.
Replay squad. Go ahead and watch the replay later on. So, another thing I almost forgot. So Buck was one of the first people that I knew that finished 75 hard. And this was a couple of years ago. And I don't know if you know this, Buck. I just finished 75 hard mid-March. Right now I'm in phase 1. Did you ever try the phases? Did you ever do the phase 1 or 2? Or
I can't do the cold showers.
So
I tried. Couldn't do it. I could do the 2 workouts a day. I could do the 2 workouts a day.
Yeah.
Restricted diet. Yeah. I could not. I don't know what I've been described as a human space heater. And so I think due to the fact that my body releases so much heat, the cold is just that more extreme when it actually hits. Huh. So it puts me in a very uncomfortable, anxious state. I tried it. I think I made it 3 days into phase 1 and just couldn't do it anymore.
Surprisingly, like that was the one thing I feared was the cold showers. And I don't know. So I've taken cold showers in my life, like especially when I was in Iraq, like every shower was a cold shower, and I absolutely hated it and vowed like never to take a cold shower again. And sometimes like the water heater goes out and you have to take a cold shower and you just absolutely hate it. But doing this, like the mindset, okay, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes. I actually haven't minded it at all. Like, and I found, so I'll either work out really intensely hard and then get right into the cold shower, and it helps. Like it feels great because I'm already hot, or I'll take a hot shower first, wash, and then take the cold shower. And like honestly, I haven't had a problem. I'm surprised by it. Like, because I'm like I love scalding hot water, dry out my skin as much as I can because it's comfortable, because it feels good.
Right.
But, yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And that's a good question too here. What is your optimal thermostat sleep temp setting? Meat locker.
Yeah, exactly. Cold, right?
Yeah. I got a dog and blankets if it gets too bad.
Right.
Yeah. I'm a hot sleeper. I go through pillows. I'm always flipping my pillow in the middle of the night to get to the cold side. And luckily my wife is getting close to that point. She thinks she's like, I don't know if I'm going if I'm at that point yet or not, but sometimes she gets hot and stuff. So lately she's been leaving the bedroom window open at night. So it's great. It's great that she's starting to be a little warm too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ken shower. He lives in Maui, Hawaii, so he probably doesn't get cold water.
No, probably not.
coming out.
So like cold showers are part of 75 hard?
They're part of phase 1.
Phase 1. So
Okay.
it's the phase after 75 hard. So there's a 30-day phase 1 where
All right.
5-minute cold shower is part of it. And so I play Metallica. There's a Metallica song that's exactly 5 minutes long. So I just play that, put the cold on. When it's done, I know I could turn it to hot or get out.
I was gonna say, and I get plenty of natural cold exposure here. Like it's God, almost mid-April, and it is just starting to get out of the 30s. So
Yeah, here too. Yeah. In fact, it's
You
going
have
to
the
be.
thermostat at 66 in Maine. they didn't have power today because of a blizzard.
So real quick, Buck, I remember I had that picture as a post on my IG, so I sent it to you.
Awesome.
DM
greatly appreciated.
the post. So it's not the original picture because I zoomed in on it for the post, but my daughter's in the green shirt and her grandmother's holding her. She's sitting on her lap, and then you'll see I have an arrow drawn.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a little weird.
Good shit. Something to give me nightmares.
What's with the
Who's got
alarm?
I was gonna say, who's got the police? Because it's not me.
It's me. I got
It's not
the door open. I got the windows open.
For where I live, that would be normal.
Yeah.
Earlier
Yeah.
tonight, we had a cop car race down our street, which is kind of rare on our street because there's probably 10 houses, but
Yeah.
it's the way to get back on the freeway.
Oh, there's sirens all the time here. It's ridiculous. We live
Wouldn't think in the little town of Cheyenne.
well, we live pretty close to the firehouse, so anytime there's a fire,
Hmm.
we're hearing it. And yeah, we're right in the city of Cheyenne. Even though it's a small city, we're right there in the city. I didn't even realize it was going on until you said something.
I heard it. I was like, all right, I know it's not me.
It almost sounded like a car alarm.
True North Fubar is probably right behind them, following them. Fubar is a local YouTuber that follows police calls
Oh, nice.
live. He just streams live on YouTube. Cheyenne police calls, scanner calls. One time he chased so he was parked outside the gas station and he's got the scanner going and he described a vehicle that was in the parking lot of the gas station of like stealing from a gas station. So he followed that person home, was on the phone with the police saying like I got him and all that, and it turned out to be the wrong car. It was at a different gas station, similar car that he followed, and he stood there. The police went there questioning this person that he followed home, and it wasn't even the right person. So Fubar is a proper name for this guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sounds like it.
Yep. He's got a pretty big following. He gets like up to 600 people watching live every night, like 3 or 4 times a week. He's making good money. Like they're feeding him money during the live. So
God. Bunch of keyboard Karens that need to mind their own damn business.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's funny is True North was watching one of these lives, and actually I didn't even know about this guy until they told me about it, and they got booted out. They got banned from the channel because they were causing so much trouble.
That is
It was
awesome.
fun. Very fun.
Banned from FUBAR.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, anyone else in the chat have questions for Buck and photography?
Open book.
Please follow him. Book him for your wedding.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Wait a minute. If you're going to do
I
photography, you have to do all photography.
fuck weddings.
School
Oh.
picture?
Senior pictures maybe. But weddings, absolutely fucking not. Look, no offense, ladies, you're monsters. When it comes to wedding photos, the last one I booked, I actually quit.
Wow.
Halfway through the engagement shoot.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Ours wouldn't have been that bad.
No. No.
It was at a beard competition.
Yeah. So yeah, Scott and Becky, they got married in Tennessee, in Nashville, Tennessee, at a beard competition this past fall. Yeah.
And guess who did the ceremony?
I became an ordained minister for them to get them married.
Good stuff.
Chris, he's in Utah at the moment.
Donnie says he needs some feet pics.
Look, hit me up in the DMs. $20 is $20. As far as tips, books, videos, I'd just say hit YouTube. In all honesty, everything that I have down pat, and the style of editing, the style of shooting that I do has just been developed over the last 30 plus years that I've been taking pictures. As far as online photography classes, again, I've got zero formal education in this. None. It's just something I've always been good at. So. Anything else? Anybody have anything else?
Jason was the flower dude. Yep. What's up, Ellie? Ellie's from Colorado. Ellie lives just south of me, not too far. Ellie, what do you think of Buc-ee's? Have you been there yet? They just opened the Buc-ee's in Colorado.
Wait, there's a Buc-ee's within driving distance of me now?
Absolutely.
Now you got another reason to go to Colorado.
Don't tell me these things, Mike. Because the brisket sandwiches there are so good, I would stab my own mother.
It's an hour south of me, so let me know if you go there. I'll meet you there. It's an hour away from me.
Ellie said she hasn't been there yet.
Oh, I haven't been there yet. It's like 20 minutes for her, I think.
Yeah, there's one being built. I'm not sure when it's supposed to be done though. In Madison.
Wisconsin? Really?
Yeah, in Madison.
Wow.
Well, suburb of Madison, but yeah.
Well, it took 2 years to build this one. So, but I believe
know it's been like a year.
They were actually supposed to build one in Baton Rouge, but then that flood happened in 2016, and they backed out.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this one is the second largest Buc-ee's. It was supposed to be the first largest, but they built a larger one before they completed this one, so it's the second largest.
Well, Well, I'm
So
gonna.
how many
I will
pumps-
Google map that, and we'll schedule a meetup.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's in Johnstown, Colorado.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And not too far from there is a Shields. Have you ever been to a Shields?
There's a Shields up in Sandy, about an hour and 45 minutes north of here.
Okay.
And for the longest time, I thought it was a grocery store. I had no idea.
You had no idea it was an amusement park inside a sports store.
Yes, exactly.
See, Ellie, no one ever talked about Johnson's Corner until Bucky's was open. I'm telling you, like, no one ever talked about Johnson's Corner. Johnson's Corner's been there for a while, and yeah, they have like these cinnamon rolls there, but honestly, God, no one ever talked about them until Bucky's open. I don't think so. I don't think so.
So any idea how many gas pumps they got?
Oh, I don't know. It's 100 and something. Like,
Yeah,
I was gonna say at the average Bucky's, it's about 150.
yeah, I know we're at least getting 100.
yeah. Brandon, yeah, Meow Wolf in Denver is pretty cool. Very cool. I highly recommend it. I haven't been to any other Meow Wolf, but probably Vegas is
There's
probably
one in Vegas. I was gonna say there's one in Vegas too, isn't there?
Yeah, there's one in Vegas and there's one in Arizona. Or not Arizona, New Mexico, Santa Fe.
So what is Meow Wolf?
It's like this interactive art exhibit.
Oh,
yeah.
It's really hard to explain. Each one's different. But it's a lot of fun. Very cool.
yeah, we just went to the
Buc-ee's
airport.
is the Disney
Denver.
World of gas stations.
Yeah, the Shields here has a Ferris wheel in the
Yep.
center. I don't know if every Shields is like that, but
I was gonna say the one up in Sandy's got one too.
okay. And they got like this gigantic aquarium that you walk under,
Mhm.
and then there's the Ferris wheel, and then you can like shoot at things upstairs. You can go bowling. All while you can buy every trendy sports outfit. You can buy guns. You can buy bikes. You can buy anything there really. Jerky.
Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting comment because she missed that part of the conversation. I should do shrooms to go to Meow Wolf.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know. I'm in.
Yep.
Dog. Get your big ass up here. Come here. Hang on. Somebody's trying to horn in.
Oh,
Go lay down. Go.
and
Talking
Elway's
Elvis at you, yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, dog, you need a bath.
I saw Elway's restaurant in the airport.
Oh, is there? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
It's called
I haven't seen
Elway's.
In the Denver airport?
Yeah. There are restaurants everywhere in that place.
Man, I'm like
I
there every
hate
month.
flying through there.
Yeah, how do you not know that?
I'm probably just blind to it. I'm there like
Well, yeah,
every
because
month.
you're. I was gonna say your layovers are so short. You got to rush from terminal to terminal anytime you go through Denver. So.
I love Denver airport. That's like my favorite airport.
That's because you're in it all the
I know.
time.
I better love it.
It's like your second home.
Yeah. Actually, I love the Pittsburgh airport because it's so small. But they're building a new one, it looks like.
Yeah, I've seen things talking about.
Oh yeah, Ellie. There's Casa Bonita is open now. you gotta. There's a wait list, and you have to pray that you'll hear back one day. Yeah. So the South Park guys bought Casa. So Casa Bonita was a Mexican restaurant in Denver for longest time, and then South Park made fun of it, and then they kind of like went out of business, and the people from South Park bought Casa Bonita, and they've spent 5 years redoing it and opening it.
Nice.
Well, Chris, did you use the link I put in the chat?
Probably not.
Would have made life easier.
An airport that
Quickly, I wouldn't say you get through Denver quickly. It's very long.
Yeah, but I think about the fastest airport I've gotten through in the last couple of years. Actually, probably Salt Lake City. It's fairly small.
yeah, I've never been to Salt Lake.
It's weird because like I used to hear people bitch and complain about it all the time, and then I went and flew through there. You're through security in under 5 minutes. You know.
Yeah, that's how Pittsburgh is. It's like real
everything's
quick
close,
to get through TSA.
Yeah, that's how it is here in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Oh, Green Bay's got a great airport too. I've flown into there. There's like one terminal.
Mm-hmm.
And
See, I recently flew through Newark. That place sucks. The airport and the city. Yeah, Narita in Tokyo is pretty swanky, actually. Yeah.
True North started watching our show from the beginning.
Nice.
So you're commenting in the future?
He's commenting
Make it
in
sound like
the
Spaceballs, right?
Yeah. This is now. This hasn't happened yet, but this is now. When's it happen? Now. One of my favorite movies.
Look at these guys listing off these international airports that I've been to. Yeah, Heathrow is very strange. Like Heathrow, to get from one end to the other, you actually have to take the tube. You know, you have to get on. You have to get on the tube. It's in London.
Oh.
You'll learn.
Yeah, I'm going over there. I'll be there in June.
Yeah.
There's a tube you have to go through.
What's the subway? They call it the tube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I remember I was coming through. Oh God, where was I coming back from? Coming back from contracting in Saudi, and I had like a 28-hour layover in Heathrow, and to go from the terminal to the airport hotel, it was like a 45-minute subway ride. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
It's massive.
He's in the past and the future.
Wow.
Or current.
Chris, you're a maniac. He's stranded in a hotel right now, so he has no idea what to do. Like he's usually busy working.
Yeah, he's normally working.
Yeah.
Well, at least they have power, I guess.
Yeah.
When they were doing that live this morning, driving around and said they had no power.
I was pretty busy today. I did catch Tara buying or trying shoes on at one point, but I didn't catch any of the other streams.
Yeah, we're driving down the road and he's doing shout outs to all the restaurants and
the most interesting
trucks.
So here's a story. The most interesting airport I was at was not because of the airport, but it was because of the people in it. So it was shortly after 9/11, because like that's when all the security, like that's when soldiers were in the airport, like at every like port or whatever, or every terminal. We were flying from Colorado Springs to Pittsburgh. There was a bad storm in Pittsburgh, so we had to turn around. They landed us in Kansas City, put us up in a hotel. The next morning, we're getting on at the airport from Kansas City to Pittsburgh, and I can't think of their names for some reason, but it was a show that was on MTV, like where they did all these stunts and
Jackass.
yeah, Jackass. So the cast of Jackass was in the airport. So there was like the midget and then 3 other guys from that show.
Steve-O.
And just like seeing them like joke with each other, and then they were trying to like pass something over like this barrier, and they got in trouble with the army there. Like it was quite a show. Like they weren't being filmed, like they were just acting natural.
Wee Man.
Yeah, Wee Man. Yeah,
Wee Man.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bam.
Bam Margera.
Yep, it was those guys.
And I forget the fourth guy.
So that was a
Steve-O,
pretty
wasn't it?
interesting sight at an airport.
What did Brandon say? Singapore? Let me tell you something. Singapore's boring as fuck.
Oh,
The airport and the city. Like Singapore is so clean, the city's got no soul. You won't find any trash anywhere. It's just
yeah. Singapore is like, they got some crazy laws there, don't they? Like, like
Oh
that
yeah, that's all
or like,
done by the government.
yeah. But it's rich. Like it's the richest nation.
Yeah, there's no poor people.
Yeah.
no.
You're not allowed to be poor.
Yeah.
No, they ship them off to Thailand, Indonesia, wherever.
Kuwait. Like if you're Kuwaiti, like you're rich. So they import people to do all the work.
Yeah. Saudi was like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're like a national there, you don't work, you're rich. They import people to work.
Oh, look, working with the Saudi Air Force guys. Oh God, it was a rich kids flying club, and their maintainers sat around smoking cigarettes and drinking tea all day and complaining about the heat.
Ellie got to staple $5 bill to Steve-O's ass. That's awesome.
Steve-O's, yeah.
Yep. He gave her a tequila bottle. Singapore was last Navy port.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you ready to wrap it up, Scott and Jason, Buck? Anything else, Buck?
Yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime.
Yeah. Aren't you like an hour earlier
Yeah.
than me? What time is it for you?
It's 8:30.
Oh, okay. We're the same time. Okay.
Well, for now, it could always change. So. Well, we're trying.
It's 10.
Utah's trying to opt out of daylight savings. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That never happens.
We all should.
They always talk about every year. They're talking about that somewhere.
Yeah, no more smokers
Yeah.
aquariums in the SLC airport. No.
Oh,
I think the only airport that's still got them is Atlanta.
Vegas.
Can you smoke in the Vegas airport? I've never actually.
As
flown
long as you're
there.
gambling. They have these cubes where you can gamble and smoke, but you have to gamble in order to smoke. You're not allowed in there unless you're gambling.
Right. They want that last little piece of your ass right before you fly
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the hell is going on tonight?
You know You know what's strange though is like all these places like you can't smoke anywhere, but Denver has like all their sports places have places to smoke, like their
I did not know that.
basketball, hockey. I don't know about football, but in baseball, I'm probably football too. They all have a smoking area, which is rare nowadays.
Fucking comment section is going off over here.
Yeah.
Oh, this was a fun time. I'm really glad I dosed before I got on the show.
Probably made it even better.
Well, thanks for coming on. You know, we do try to support small business, veterans, and bearded people.
And look,
so.
I greatly appreciate the invite and you guys having me here. It has been a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks
Well,
for taking time to kind of talk to us and let us know what you're doing. So
Absolutely.
very, looking forward to see what happens and what exposure you get in the future.
Yeah. Well, anybody wants updates weekly, go follow the page.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'll be posting links to the website, all that good stuff over the course of the weekend. So
Cool.
Oh, so the website.
Mhm.
You have that up yet or no?
I do. There's only 2 prints available on it currently.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm
Very cool.
working on fixing that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Very true. You guys got anything else?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
dog, I'm coming. I promise. We're almost there. She's over here giving me the sad face.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, that's Gus. He tries following me up the steps, and I try not to let him up here because he just wanders around and finds a spot to pee. Yet he's going to be a year old here pretty soon, and he's still peeing in the house.
Oh boy.
Time to clip them nuts.
So everybody, make sure to
we-
catch us next Thursday. We have another great guest. We have Tara from True North.
Oh, it's Tara next week. All right.
Yes. So everybody, make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, we will catch you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Respect the journey.